Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm bringing you a commentary about the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, kind of the next-gen stuff, and what I think about the Call of Duty Ghosts that we've heard so far. And the gameplay that you're going to be seeing is from the first level of Warframe. It's a cool game that just came out on Steam. It's free to play, and it has a lot of personalization, etc. And it's a third-person shooter that's becoming a little bit of a thing now on the gaming side, but anyways, let's get to the next gen stuff. So, what we've seen so far is the Xbox One, what it looks like, the controller, and that it has 1080p. I think it's full color, not just black and white connect. And on the PS4 side, we've seen the controller, we've seen a few games that are going to be coming out on it, and not much about the console. We don't know much about that. We saw a little teaser about it, where it kind of just showed the black blob and some of the specs on it, what it kind of looks like, but we can't see the whole console. So I kind of got myself too hyped up on the consoles than I should have, because I was watching everything that I possibly can to learn about it. But I'm in my early teens, so that's really not going to do much because I don't have enough money. So I think I shouldn't have got myself as hyped up, of course. But now I'm saving up all the money I possibly can so I can get it. And what I don't know if I am going to be doing, I might ask my parents if I can, but some of my YouTubers are going to be selling their Xboxes and their games and PS3s maybe to get extra money for the console and some of the games that are coming out on it. And that sounds like a good idea, but of course there might be some difficulties when asking parents for people that are my age. And I don't know, but anyways, the console stuff that we've seen so far. I also watched the Tech Tuesday by Woody's Gamertag. If you guys don't know, he does a lot of gaming stuff. He calls himself the Unsexual Gamer. But what am I talking about? You guys have probably heard of him. And he does a thing called Tech Tuesday, where he just talks about tech stuff that he's learned, and he went into a deep dive about the specs that we know so far about the Xbox One and the PS4, and comparatively they're both about the same, but some specs kind of lean towards the gaming side. Some, I don't know, just watch the video. Makes more sense after you watch it. So I'll go ahead and put a link to that in the description if you want to watch it. And I have also looked at some of the trailers for some of the games that are coming out, like when I watched the Xbox One live stream. You saw some there. The Forza Motorsport 5 looks pretty good. You saw that they're going to be releasing a Halo web series, or not a web series, a TV show. They already have a web series called Forward Unto Dawn. I think that's what the name is, but I don't watch that. I watch Red vs. Blue. Yeah, and we also saw some of the FIFA stuff, which I'm kind of upset that they didn't do NHL, because as you can tell by my YouTube name, it's a hockey stick, so that kind of implies that I like hockey. And they did FIFA, UEFA, MMA, and Madden, I believe, are on the new engine for it with 3D fans, different environments. They talked about a lot of stuff that I can't remember at the moment. So I'll also put a link in the description to all the stuff up there. And of course there's Call of Duty Ghosts, which a lot of people are kind of hyped up about, but because that just looks amazing. I don't think that it's going to be on the Xbox 360 or PS3, because the graphics are really too good for it when you think about it. And I don't know what they're going to be doing. They might just dull down the game a bit to make it playable, but then again, the Xbox One Xbox One and PS4 are a little more modern, and it might be a little bit harder to tone it back, but I don't know. Also, One thing that I don't like about the consoles is that neither one of them is backward compatible. So that means if I were to play an Xbox 360 game on my Xbox One, it wouldn't recognize it. You can play Xbox games on your Xbox 360. I personally have SSX 3, I believe. That was an awesome game. I have a lot of memories playing that with my cousin. And it just gets rid of your Xbox Live and you can't get achievements. But what they might be doing is using Xbox Live Arcade or some store like that to get games from before. You just have to buy them off of there. I don't know. We don't know what they're doing yet. It's still a little bit early, but then again, it's never too early. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be buying the Xbox One since I played the Xbox 360 today, and I have my account on that, and I have all my achievements on that. So, and I also want to play Halo. They probably are releasing a game for Halo. I just haven't seen anything about it recently. And they also showed off a Need for Speed game. I can't remember the name right now, but I watched the trailer and it looks pretty. It's a teaser trailer, so it's not an actual trailer, but it looks pretty good. The graphics look pretty good, so I think it's gonna be on console, the new console, which I'm not surprised about. Excuse me. Now, the Ghosts. I know a lot about that because I watched a lot of videos on it. I just watched a lot. I don't really know what to say. But there is also one of the Reddit posts that Jericho tweeted out about. Though, if you look at the jungle scene in the trailer, you see the sun, and then you see a sun ray coming from a different direction, different angle, and it looks kind of weird. So now every time that I watch that trailer, that part's kind of spoiled for me. But let's talk about the multiplayer aspects of it. Now we know as of yet, there are probably going to be more people in the game. We don't know that yet. I don't know why I said that first, but there are environments that players can change, so kind of like Bond Radiation, where you can open and close the hatch in the middle of the map where B-Dom was, and I believe it was the B-Bomb for search and destroy and demolition. And some that we saw was, I don't know if it's logs or girders falling, and that can kill people. And there was some floods that you saw, so there could be different environmental hazards going on at the same time, and that would be pretty bad, because you never know what you're gonna get, and it's gonna be really annoying if you're on a high kill streak and you just get killed by that. But it's probably not gonna work like that. We never know. But some of the guns that we saw in the trailer were pretty cool. I have to admit, the underwater spike weapon looks pretty cool. If you want to see a video about what Drifter did, he specified the guns of Call of Duty Ghosts that he can see as of yet, and one of them was the Russian manufactured spike assault rifle, or underwater assault rifle. That's what I'm talking about right now. That looks pretty cool. And also on Twitter, they were talking about how there were going to be a new game mode instead of Spec Ops. I don't know what it's going to be though. But they said there was going to be a new game mode for that. Seriously, I don't know what can top zombies though. Zombies is fun when you're playing with friends, whenever they come over to your house or something like that, if that's what you do. And now for the mechanisms that they have, or that we've seen so far. The sliding has taken over diving, I believe. So instead of sprinting and pressing, it's against change button, which could be B knife, the old knife button. It could be anything really, depending on the button layout. But I have it on the old knife button because I put on tactical. And so instead of dolphin diving, you're gonna go into a slide. And they have the lean thing, which you can do to lean around corners instead of exposing your full body. Which, I don't know about that. People are probably gonna get mad because it's gonna be the new head glitch or something. I don't know. So I'm probably gonna hear complaints about that sooner or later. And I don't remember what the other one was, but a lot of the things that were showcased and all of what they were talking about was pretty cool. But yeah, and in the trailers and the behind the scenes and other stuff like that, you can see that they're really focusing on that rail system. And if you could see behind the Call of Duty Ghosts, in one of the trailers, it has, I think it's actually the behind the scenes trailer. They had the Call of Duty Ghosts, and then they had some blurred out writings. If you look at it, it says new attachment system. So what Drifter said, and what I believe to be true, is that you get an attachment for each rail, or you can put an attachment on each rail, and that's gonna vary for each weapon. That makes a lot of sense. It kind of reminds me of Nerf. I'm running Nerf gun right now, and it kind of reminds me of that. I think that's a cool idea. It's gonna work well, and I kind of hope that they stay along the same thing with perks, where it's you change your player and then the attachments change the weapon. Wait, yeah, like I don't know. And I kind of like the way that it is in Black Ops 2. It looks to me like it's gonna be kind of the same thing, because it's always kind of the same thing. But in Black Ops 2, I like a lot of the aspects that they put into it, like the three attachments, which I know once if they ever get rid of it, people are gonna be like, no, I don't know how to play this game anymore. But I don't really care about that. I usually just use two attachments anyways. Another thing, they were in the campaign, they were showing off the dog. I'm really happy to have a dog on the team because I've always loved dogs. I find them a cool thing in the military and in police work. They do a lot of work and they get to sniff out bombs, like they said. So he's gonna be he or she, we don't know which one, probably gonna be he though, is going to help us throughout the campaign, and that's going to be a very fun thing to have, because it looks like a good dog, but a very loyal dog, like most dogs are. And then they just go really good when they're attacking enemies. I used the wrong sentence there, but either way, you get the point. I think that's going to be a very good influence to the way that you play the campaign. I hope that they do the Black Ops 2 style campaign too, where you have different campaign outcomes if you do different things. But I hope that there's more choices to it so that you can have a lot of different campaign endings. But that would take up a lot of work, so I won't be surprised if they don't have that. But it's just a cool little thing that I hope they have. And I really liked the Black Ops 2 campaign. It's my favorite as of yet, because of that way that you can change your endings. And I like the Easter egg at the end with Avenge Sevenfold. Sorry. That was a very cool ending. and I have played through the campaign on a few different things, and I've tried to do different styles of the campaign. And actually, what happened was I did two different things, but I got the same campaign ending. So I guess that wasn't really worth it. But now I'm going through again, and I searched up the best campaign ending on Black Ops 2, and I'm following that list right now. And I don't know, it's pretty good. But anyways, off of that topic, we're talking about Call of Duty Ghosts here. I like the masks that they're using. I like how they kind of resemble Ghosts from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare. But I thought that when they called it Call of Duty Ghosts, they're going to be talking about how it's Ghost's son or some relative of his that wanted to fight back for him, or something along the lines of fighting for Ghost. But or like the type of group that he came from. So I guess I'm kind of right with it's a type of group, but they're not talking about any of their previous games like Modern Warfare, but they might have a few Easter eggs about it, and you never know. Well, I guess we'll see when it comes out. Anyways, I liked some of the multiplayer things that we saw in some of the trailers, and the game overall just looks stunning. So thanks for watching.